What a finish! Oh my God! Unbelievable!
Making it to the UFC using Fight IQ part, whatever. So I figured today is as good a day as any to talk about how to deal with a really big loss. And I think we all know where I'm going with this. I just main evented my very first UFC event, and I got knocked out in 33 seconds by a 37-year-old man. It's rough, but that's okay. You're gonna fail. Things are gonna happen. You're gonna fail. Believe it or not, this isn't the first time I've lost, and it's not the first time that I've been knocked out. And it's actually really funny. My 2 losses are both by knockout in 30 seconds. There's always something that you can take away from a loss, especially a big loss like this. But sometimes the thing to take away is it's just okay to fail. I didn't get into this journey to be perfect, and I don't think that you got into this journey to be perfect. I got into this journey to be able to say at the end of the night that I was a world champion for at least one night. If I wanted to be absolutely perfect, if I wanted to have a spotless record, I wouldn't have joined the UFC. Because if you're gonna join the UFC, you're gonna have bumps along the road. And that's okay. The list goes on and on out of so many good guys that have gotten knocked out by people that they should have beaten and then go on and have great careers. The best thing that you can do is shake it off, assess what you did wrong, try to fix it, and move on. I love all of you guys, everyone that's been reaching out to me and just wishing me, happy health and good luck in the next one. It really means the world to me. And for all you haters, all the guys out there that are trashing on me, that are probably going to be commenting on this video, I love you guys too. As long as you're passionate about this sport, I've got no beef with you. Love me, hate me, as long as you're passionate about the sport, that's all. That's all I want to see is this sport grow, this sport that changed my life, made that kid who should have been working at McDonald's his entire life have a future. That's what I want. Kids like me to grow up and have a future through this sport. So love me or hate me, leave a comment please, because I definitely want to see it.
How did Alex feel at 205? Because obviously he moved up. He's a pretty big guy though anyways, like he probably belonged at light heavyweight, but being in there with them, how did he feel in there? Did he feel really strong?
Normal, nothing, nothing like nothing special. No, he was good. He was, tough and stuff like this, but nothing what I don't feel before,
Yeah.
That's it. Like everybody. I think that his stand-up will be much better, But yeah. So maybe if I will believe more in my stand-up, I will win this fight before time. But
for sure.
Sorry.
How's this?
Each go. Sorry.
Don't worry about it. My kid does the same thing. It's fine. It's totally fine. I was going to ask you as well, a lot of people talked about his power at 205, right? When he moved up from middleweight, he was knocking everyone out at middleweight. How did it feel, taking a punch from him? Because a lot of there were people saying he was going to knock you out and he didn't, right? So what do you make of the argument that he could, knock people out at 205?
He's got knockout punch power, but it's not so easy to knock, if you... I know how to, take the punches, how to block the punches. So I also have power to knock sometimes I knock out people, sometimes not. Sometimes I hit hard and they still standing, because sometimes it's just, you need to, find the point.
Yeah.
So I didn't, he also don't do this, So like I told you before, he's strong, he's got, power, but nothing what I don't feel before.
Yeah.
On the sparring session or in the fight.
you were saying like, okay, like you want some big fights, right? You don't want to just be the knockout guy. Like you want to be on big cards of big fights. So is there a name that makes sense to you? Is there a name that excites you? Is there a name that fits that bill?
This is different than what I want. What I want is like that Poirier, Michael Chandler, Conor McGregor, not for the money, the glam, the glitz, the women. I want it because like I'm ready to collect some bruises from Poirier. Like I want that. Now what's feasible, like Diego Ferreira, you know, we've tried to fight before, Jalen Turner, that Paul Felder said he's coming back. That would be a fun one. Dan Hooker could be fun. I mean, what I've shown in my career is I can hang with the best in the world. Bobby Green's gonna have number 10 in front of his name here soon. And we know how our fight played out, right? And so we know I have the talent for it, right? We can have great fights with any one of these guys in the top 15. Now I just wanna have that opportunity again.
Flags are back. Yeah. I was on vacation during the Mexican Independence Day, and the no flag thing drove me crazy. And I was like, yeah, fuck that, we're bringing flags back. Yeah, it drove me crazy.
Is there, I mean, obviously, is there any, like, the reason why you took the flags away in the first place, like with like Russia, Ukraine, is there, like, can the Russians walk out with the flag this time?
Yeah, there's a lot of things that go on in a company this big. You can't micromanage everything. And sometimes things are done for the intentions of the right reasons and whatever. Everybody in this room knows the way that I feel about a lot of things. Basically, I don't give a fuck is the answer to most things. Everybody's too soft. Everybody's too sensitive about everything. And, you know, when the decision was made to do this, I was just kind of like, you know, what's the big deal if they don't have, and Mexican Independence Day flipped the switch for me, and I was like, that's enough. I'm done with the no flags. So flags are back. If any flags hurt your feelings, too fucking bad.